Hi, I'm alive. I thought I would do another video. Well, another video. It's been what? I think my last video was in October. So this is more like I'm doing this just to kind of see how it feels video, because I haven't done one for a bit and I've had my reasons. I've had a few things going on, which means that I haven't had the space to be able to give anyone advice about anything, because I've had to put myself first, and sometimes that's what you need to do. You need to put yourself first, and that's what I've been doing for a while. But I hope everybody's okay and everybody's good. And I mean, ironically, this is coming, I think the last video I did was about the happiness challenge, so this video is probably a little bit opposite to that. It's like the challengey phase of stuff for me at the moment. So you know, life is full of ups and downs, and that's how it is. And I've certainly been going through some stuff, so I have been just a little bit out of action with the videos and taking some time, as I said. But today I want to talk about a couple of things. Well, the main thing that I'm doing to help me during this period, and that is meditation. And I know I've done a meditation video before. I do meditation. I definitely do meditation. It's not like I don't, but I don't do it. I wasn't very consistent with it. Whereas, oh, that's nonsense. I was consistent with it, but I wasn't really thinking about it as like a practice in itself properly. I wasn't really kind of dedicated to it. So if I missed it, then yeah, I might do like 15 minutes before bed or something like that. But it wasn't like, I'm not doing it how I'm doing now. So at the moment, because I've had some anxiety and some and things like that, so I'm using meditation as a tool to help me through that period of my life at the moment. And I'm doing 30 minutes in the morning. And I'm putting that before yoga. So in fact, like some days I'm not doing yoga at all, I'm just doing meditation. And then sometimes I'll do well, not sometimes, so I'm doing 30 minutes every morning, and then 15 minutes at night, or maybe 20 minutes at night. And then I'm turning my phone off. Oh my goodness, I'm so bad at night with my phone. I've been turning my phone off, putting it onto airplane mode, or putting it into another room. And if I wake up in the night, I'm not grabbing my phone. I'm just reading or, you know, meditating to get back to sleep again. And I think that I've definitely noticed an improvement in my sleep. Had a bit of a dodgy sleep last night, but I had a bit of a funny evening. But I think mostly my sleep has been on point since I started doing this. I've been sleeping like solidly like a rock, and that's really interesting because I was using like meditation things to go to bed. So I was doing sort of meditation apps, like guided meditation, guided sleep meditations. I've actually stopped those as well for the time being, and I do kind of feel like I've been having much more solid sleep since I stopped using those as well, which is a little bit not what I was expecting. Like, it's something about going to sleep with the silence is what I need right now. And I've been doing this practice, and hopefully it will continue for about maybe like a week and a half now. And it's very subtle changes. Like, I've definitely seen improvements. Like, it's helped me to manage my anxiety. It's like a very sort of, like I say, it's a very kind of like subtle shift through the day where I feel like I can handle things better. I feel that I just generally feel better, like I feel a bit more solid with stuff that's been going on. And considering, like I say, there's been some challenges going on, I find that it's been a really good really good tool, like a really good useful thing that makes me feel more solid within myself. It's also like yesterday, because I remember I was talking to somebody about meditation the other day, and they were like, oh my god, but my brain, you know, all the thoughts all the time. And the thing is, I don't really have any massive technique. I'm literally just sitting down and going into silence. And I know that might sound quite scary to some people, but that seems to be what works for me. And I don't necessarily feel like I need anything else. Like, I might just focus on my breath, or if I think, if I'm noticing that I'm having lots of thoughts, I'll bring it back to like the breath, or so I suppose that is a practice, but I'm generally just sitting in silence. And if I can manage to do that for 30 minutes, I'm good. And the thing is, I did one last night, and even though my mind was kind of racing, I went into this space of pure stillness, and it was really weird. Like, I was still, like, you can be both, is what I'm saying. Like, you can still be within the stillness realm. Like, meditation will take you to that space, and at the same time, your mind can be doing its business, but you can be in the stillness. And it was a different experience. Like, it was definitely different to my other meditation. So not entirely sure what was going on there, but I think I was just a little bit more, in touch with the stillness more than I realised. It feels like when you're doing it as well, like it gives me much more mental clarity and space. And even when I feel like I've had meditations that I'm not trying to do anything, like I'm not trying to be the best meditator, I'm not trying to achieve anything apart from just giving myself a mental break. And it does seem to have that ability to just give you that mental space, that mental clarity that you need through the day. And I feel like, my spiritual beliefs, I feel like the stillness is our true essence anyway. Like, we are the stillness, we are the space of that. And when you sit in meditation, you're connecting back to the true essence of you. And the more you build that up, the more it's able to hold your experience more. You're able to go through life better, I think. So that's kind of what I want to say today, and that this is more like part one, I guess. Like, this is a little short part one, and I will update again maybe in like a week or so, just to kind of keep doing kind of a meditation journey update and how that's helping me with like stress and anxiety and things like that. And I wanted to also, there's a couple of quotes that I found, I put on Instagram yesterday, and I went to see the new Mr. Rogers movie, the one that's got Tom Hanks in it, and it's really, really good. And I don't know anything about Mr. Rogers, but my god, he's a cool dude. Like, Mr. Rogers was a cool dude. Like, I wish I'd had him in my life when I was growing up. And there was a quote on Instagram where he says, "Our society is much more interested in information than wonder, in noise rather than silence. And I feel that we need a lot more wonder and a lot more silence in our lives." And I thought that was really, really poignant and really true. It's just, I feel like for myself as well, like, when you're going through something, you're going through the stress, like, you need to find, even when you're not going through stress, like, you need to be able to find that stillness in life. And since I started doing this again and making sure that making it a priority, I have noticed, like, getting on the train, like, there's literally nobody that isn't on their phones. There isn't anybody that isn't doing something like that isn't looking out the window, or like in touch with something else that's not technology. Like, we're always constantly on the move, on the go, you know. And I think the more that we just sit in silence, and there is a moment in that film where he's sitting with the guy that the film's about as well, and they just sit in silence in a restaurant, and it's the most powerful scene. It's so good. Like, I really recommend that you go and see that movie because it's really good. And there's another quote as well from Russell Brand posted it yesterday from Michael A. Singer, who I don't know much about, but I should look into. He's a spiritual teacher. There is nothing more important to true growth than realising you are not the voice of the mind, you are the one that hears it. And I thought they were two very good quotes. So that's all, and I'm going to leave it there for today, and I hope everybody's well and good, and lots of love. I'll update you again on my meditation journey, and take care. Bye.